But yeah, I saw this clip. So this is like a fan account that's been like clipping Ludwig for a bit, I think. But they've only done like 3 clips across 2 years. But this one's juiced. Like, it keeps coming into my recommended. So this is Ludwig exposes Logan Paul for faking drinking Prime. He's done this for a while, by the way. He has done this for a long time. Hang on. He has done this a lot. Like, you see clips of Logan. Is this one here?
Yo, Jake, get a refill!
Because keep in mind, Prime has caffeine in it, right? So if you drink loads of those, you will be buzzing. So he makes sure to like fill them with water and stuff. I saw this one video in a podcast where he was like pretending to drink Prime as well. It was crazy. Hang on. Where is it? There we go. Thank you, Frost, for the 8 months. Sponsored by Prime. I wish. Let me watch this. Actually, what I want to do, just for context, I want to see if I can pull up that clip of Logan Paul. There's a clip of Logan Paul on a podcast, like pretending to drink Prime, and it's pretty embarrassing. It might actually be on TikTok, I think. Hang on. Give me a second, boys, because I feel this could be a good companion piece.
You smell like French.
Thank you, Clap Nuggets, for the 5 months. Thank you, Lockie, for the 8 months. Thank you, Konus, for the 9 months. Thank you, Viva, for the 4 months. Thank you, Frost, for the 8 months. You smell like French? True. Hang on, I'll see if I can find this. If I can't find it... Ah, here we go, here we go. Yeah. I found it. Look at this. Look at him pretending to drink it, bro. Look at this.
Actually really new or
so there it is, the Prime, right? Of course they have it in the backdrop as well.
diverse new audience.
Look how light that is, by the way. Look how light that is. It's obviously empty.
New audience, new stars are going to rise out of it because they're going to be celebrated in different ways. And this is spikes in viewership when X, Y, and Z goes on versus...
So apparently Logan has developed the ability to ingest fluid without even swallowing. That's crazy. Like that is some new human evolution right there.
Diverse new audience, new stars are going to rise out of it because they're...
Like, what's he took like a gulp of air. No one does that when they're like trying to swallow something.
Celebrated in different ways. And we're going to see spikes in viewership.
It's just so fake. It's so fake. But Ludwig points out a very good clip here about how Logan just lies about drinking Prime in the first place. Thank you, James, for joining.
But anyway, I talked to Logan about this. This is before he did the CoffeeZilla shit. This is when we were in the box together. But I asked him straight up, I was like, yo, you ever have like a few Primes in a day and you start buzzing off that shit? Because I never looked it up. I just stopped drinking it after that. And Logan, obviously in Logan fashion, he's like, no, dude, I'll have like fucking 6, 7 a day. Fucking don't even bat an eye.
Could you imagine being Logan, like having to go to these like Mr. Beast events and then you're on the defense about your own product?
And I was like, okay, all right, damn. And I don't feel bad telling this story because Logan Paul has sued CoffeeZilla, which I think is a major dick move. So I am being a dick in this moment, exposing him.
Oh yeah, he's doing that whole lawsuit with CoffeeZilla. I think it was, I'm not even sure if it was over CryptoZoo, but it was so obvious that Logan has infinitely more money than CoffeeZilla. Like, CoffeeZilla is like, he's definitely a multi-millionaire, but Logan is on that next level of like, he has hundreds of millions in the bank easily, and probably just as much in like assets and stocks and all that. So what people tend to do, like when they don't like you criticizing them, is they sue you hoping to silence you. Because even if you have a fair case, what they try to do is like bury you in paperwork to the point that if you get a lawyer that isn't obviously like, you know, pro bono, like a paid lawyer, which he'll have to get because of this situation, then he's going to get buried. And CoffeeZilla will have to pull out because of the amount of like paperwork that Logan's lawyers are throwing at CoffeeZilla in hoping of burying him. It's really messed up how the legal system works with suing. It's really messed up. They basically try to, it's like an endurance run of who runs out of money first. It's not even like they want an actual conclusion or anything. Thank you, Scorps, the 21 months.
But that same day that Logan Paul...
Oh, Richter, you're here. What's up, man? How come you're still awake?
told me he'd chug down 6 or 7 primes a day. He had a prime on the set with him. And we were doing a contest where we had to use those little like needles to like crack open from Squid Game, the Squid Game cookies. You know what I'm talking about? We were doing the Squid Game cookies. And Logan Paul was the only one who was allowed to have a drink on the set. They took everybody else's drinks away because they didn't want us to use water to cheat.
I love the fact how there probably was a contract that Logan was like, okay, if I'm appearing in a Mr. Beast video, the prime has to be in every shot that I am. I still remember that scene from Beast Games where you had all the YouTubers appear in the elimination thing to win, like, I think it was $1 million or something. And there's this bit where Logan is pressing his hands on the glass at the front of the crowd, and he purposely placed a bottle of prime in his hand, knowing that everyone would look at it.
And me, being a fucking cheater, I decided to grab Logan Paul's prime, and I wanted to use it to like help my friends on my team beat the puzzle. That was what I was trying to do.
I like how in this story of talking about how Logan is lying, he literally admitted by proxy that he cheated in a Mr. Beast video.
So I sneakily grabbed his prime, and I was going to put some in the cap. But when I did, I noticed the color was weird, and I took a sip. It was water. Logan Paul replaced the prime with water. So I'm pretty sure that motherfucker is lying, and if you drink a shit ton of these, you start buzzing.
That does not surprise me. That really does not surprise me. Like, because of the caffeine and stuff in that, and all the other additives and stuff as well, like, you would get so sick of drinking it. I'm not sure if there's actual caffeine in Prime. I know in Prime Energy there is, but yeah, it's just, yeah, it's so obvious that he would never actually drink like 12 of those a day. It's product placement. Like, people do that. I mean, Red Bull behind him that shill him constantly, like, they got big because what they did, and I'm learning this from a YouTube video, by the way, so that means, like, source equals my ass. What Red Bull used to do is fill up trash cans outside of public places with empty cans of Red Bull. To, you know, when people dump their rubbish in public, they look in there and they go, why are there so many Red Bull cans? What who's drinking this? I feel like I'm missing out now. So yeah, it's just marketing 101. It's always been a thing for the longest time. But yeah, just having Logan say to Ludwig, oh, I drink like 7 of them a day, bro. Like, it's just so obvious.
Because he replaced that shit with water straight up on my fucking mama. I'm telling you, he did that shit. He did that shit straight the fuck up. Say what you will about...
What would the Logang think? That's really weird you say that. I don't even think Logan Paul has fans, but he doesn't have a fan base, if that makes sense. It's really weird. Like, brands love him. Everyone in the top echelons of society and that love him. You know, the managers and all that. But he doesn't actually have like a core fan base. You know? It's really strange. I guess when you transcend that level of like having like kind of a smaller following like me, then once you get that kind of wider appeal, then you don't really have like much of a, I don't know, but I say that, but then also you've got people like, you know, like Billie Eilish and stuff, like artists and stuff, and they've got like dedicated fans. It's really strange.
About me, I've never put water in a fucking Red Bull can. I drink that shit straight up. I slurp that shit down. Allegedly. This is all alleged.
Allegedly. What else was there? Oh, I keep being recommended as well clips of Sea Dog, Connor. If you know Connor, good boy. He voiced on Darkwood as the Doctor. He did an amazing job on that, by the way, totally for free. I literally offered him money to like voice on that as well, and he just flat out refused. It's 3:50 in the morning. Unlucky. Yeah, I should not be streaming this early, but it was like I had like a couple hours free in my day, and I was like, I'm not sure when else to stream. So
I remember I thought we were getting paid to road it. No.
the guy on the right is abroad in Japan, right? That is his name. Yeah. He is, this guy, I do love him because he is like the most British person that you can imagine. He is so like outspoken about so many things, especially Mr. Beast. Like that, I've seen clips of Connor like saying, Mr. Beast, he's all right, you know, he's some good, some bad. And then abroad in Japan is like, no, I hate him. I hate him. He's the C word. I would say the C word right now, but I can't say it because apparently the C word is one of the worst words you can say, according to my YouTube rep. And a video instantly gets demonetized when you say it.
I remember I
took some of the Mr. Beast crew out around Japan, and they all wanted to do different things. So it was kind of tough to be a good host.
What did they say about Mr. Beast?
Well, no, here's the best part. So we went to, I was like,
Thank you, Bleep Bloop, for the 27 months.
we should go Golden Guys, 4 of us. It was a very good time. We had a great time.
Mr. Beast enjoyed.
Oh no, Mr. Beast wasn't there. It was the crew, some of the crew. So I took some of them out and we went to this bar and there's a Japanese guy talking to the bartender who's also Japanese the whole night. And then randomly after he takes a massive drag in puff.
I know I sound really out of touch here, but I have never done IRL streaming in my life. It's so weird, like, just watching these guys have an actual conversation, knowing that everything they say is actually going to be, like, used for content and stuff. It's really weird. I'd like to do it, personally. I was debating on doing it, like, when I was in Sweden and stuff, but...
Perfect American English, you guys. So what is your guys' deal? Like,
Oh my
the guy
God.
looks Japanese. And I was like, oh.
Let's even put subtitles on, because it's so quiet. I can understand Connor, but it's so quiet. Unique Geese. Why are there so many, like, verified people in chat? Yeah, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Marshall, for the 20 months.
Shit, I don't know speak English. And I was like, oh, well, we're YouTubers. And then he goes, what are you? I'm like, oh, I just like cover Japan. So he's like, what about you guys? And they go, oh, we're like philanthropy YouTubers. And he goes like, he takes another drag. He goes,
Philanthropy.
he goes, well,
I've met, like, YouTube managers and stuff that are, like, they have that kind of ego, and they're absolutely insufferable. Genuinely. Like, if you meet someone and the
From the
majority...
feed to the bloat that I heed, to the brap I concede, to the great I proceed. Where's my hairline? Gotta keep my shine, always trouble when I slop, that's just me at the top. Anyways, it's like 4 in the morning, I'm going to bed night, y'all.
Yeah, I could tell that was a 4 in the morning dono. Absolutely unhinged. Oh, Skibbity Toilet's here as well. Just don't even call him to fuck boom, just Skibbity Toilet. Yeah, he was here last stream as well. Why is Skibbity Toilet guy in the chat at 3 a.m? He like semi-regularly joins my streams. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I made a video like defending him or something. Thank you, Julia, for the 24 months. Workout for members only. I don't know about that. Like, I work out, man, but like I'd get mugged. I'd get mugged. I mean, it could be funny. It could be funny. You know what I should do? When I travel down to the hotel I'm staying at tomorrow, I might actually use the gym and do a gym stream. But like that is gonna like that's gonna be on like live stream fails, dude. Like it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
like you pizzas out.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, like there are so many like YouTubers and like managers that you meet, and they do just like constantly talk about themselves, or it's like, how do we make more money? How do we do more of this? How do we, you know? And it's weird because like what it ends up doing is like it creates this divide of like there's such a huge divide where it's like YouTubers that never want to talk about themselves because they're self-aware and they think that if they talk about themselves or they talk about content, they've got an ego. And you've got other people that have like fully embraced that and all they talk about is themselves or their content.
Like Mr. Beast filming poor people.
I think one thing I'm really grateful about as well is like I've got a lot of friends that don't do YouTube and they're not content creators, so you can talk to them about like non-drama stuff or like not about analytics and stuff. Like that's really refreshing. I think like if you have friends that are only YouTubers, you've got to make sure that you're just not talking about content all the time because that is hell.
They said that. And,
my God.
They looked at each other like, and they were about to go like,
Play Black Ops 6. Yeah, I'm doing that later today. I gotta go out for a bit, and then when I come back, I'll be doing that.
no, kind of like different from that. Because they were about to correct him. I was like, don't do this. This guy was gonna pick a fight. Like, let's just yeah. It was very awkward. But then the guy went on for about 5 minutes ranting about why he doesn't like philanthropy YouTubers, and then like just cheering.
Is he just an
It was
American
like a
guy?
Chris fan. He was an American guy who was fluent in Japanese, who was Japanese and lived in Japan. But obviously, his, you know,
He was a smart man.
you'd have got on well with him. It was like listening to Asian Chris. He was going like, actually, fucking more like shittily.
I will eat this man.
Literally more like shittily. I swear, one thing that lives rent-free in my head is when Mr. Beast asked this one food reviewer to try Feastables, and the guy did not like it, and you can see Jimmy's face drop because it was so obviously not scripted. And this is a guy who's got entire restaurants shut down just from his opinion as well. And he basically just said that Feastables were mid. And then Jimmy tried to like save it by saying like, oh, well, I think they're the best chocolate in the world. Yeah, it was painful.
This sounds like the best man in Japan.
But
Oh, I think this place is taken.
but that was fun night.
Yeah, and he was like, "Give me it. It's the best chocolate I've ever had." Yeah, it's actually such a painful watch. It's one of the few times I get secondhand embarrassment.
And I took him to.
Show the clip. I'll see if I can find it. Hey, hang on. Price in Bangladesh. Nice result there. Oh, yep, classic. Classic YouTube homepage that. Here we go.
I got all the feastable.
This is absolutely painful to watch, by the way. So brace yourselves, boys. There's some crazy secondhand embarrassment coming.
Chocolates. Let's try them and rank them 1 to 6.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Totally not biased, because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm gonna be honest, and I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Let's do it. We'll start with
Keep in mind, this guy on the right, I do forget his name. Apologies for that. But he's someone that sits in a car. He gets recommended restaurants to go to, usually small places like family-owned businesses, and he goes to review them. And if he says they're great, go there. They get insane business. And then if he says they're bad, don't go there. Some of them, I think actually a couple at this point, have actually shut down.
milk
Thank you, Wide World, for the 28 months.
chocolate. It's just a milk chocolate bar. Compare it to Hershey's, which I know you probably never eat Hershey's because they're terrible. Never met anyone that likes Hershey's.
I will admit there with Mr. Beast, Hershey's are god-awful. And you know what the funny thing is? Hershey's own Cadbury in America. So Cadbury in the UK is so much nicer. You know when people like shill UK chocolates like it's the best thing in the world? That's because like we use a different process. We use less sugar. We use more cacao. And it just tastes so much nicer. But then Hershey's own the rights to Cadbury in America, and it's awful. It's garbage. So what people started to do is like ship over UK Cadbury's to America, and then Hershey's realized, oh no, they're gonna realize that it tastes nicer. So they had like a lawsuit where like UK chocolate is now banned from being imported into America.
And how would you compare that to one?
But yeah, Hershey's is awful. Like I've had it in some, you know, like in the UK you get those like sweet shops where they get like import sweets. I've had it. It's god awful.
It's a little too sweet.
I'll live with that.
Too sweet.
Not bad. It is a lot sweeter than what I would like, though. 7 out of 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
We're still figuring it out.
That's a good start. A good starting spot, though.
All right, you know what?
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I like how he said it's sweet, and he was like, oh, not too bad. He's like, no, it's too sweet for me. And he's like, well, we're still working it out. That's fine. That's like, you're taking criticism. That's fine. That's fine.
Here, I got it. Here.
I don't see any problem with that interaction.
All right, this is our crunch bar.
He expected a good review because of the exposure or something. Dude was freaking out over a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think like when you don't get the result you want, you get kind of, you could definitely tell. Like, I mean, at least to Mr. Beast's credit, this is not staged. Like that, we know from how awful this experience was. It's not staged.
Bar. Okay. This is the one you believe in.
Yes.
I will say as well, I did recently have a Feastables, because Feastables got sent to Dolan. They got sent to Dolan Dark's place when I met him in Australia, and he gave me a Feastables bar. They won't send any to me. I had no idea why. Maybe it's the 7 videos I made, but I took one off Dolan, and I had the salted caramel. It actually tastes nice. I have to be a shill here, unfortunately. The salted caramel one, it actually tastes nice, but it is not difficult to win me over with salted caramel. I'm so weak for that stuff.
Crazy, Jimmy.
No? You don't like crunch bars?
I do like crunch bars, but again, it's too sweet.
Let me try this.
Okay, the zoom in is dirty. I swear you can make anyone look bad with a zoom in. But damn, that's painful.
Maybe these are defective. Oh my god, this tastes good to me.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, this is good. I like that little look. Is like, oh my god, this is good. Huh? It's good, right? Huh? Just painful.
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we going completely off of.
Oh,
we
well,
going completely off of.
we're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10.
It's almost like he made the product or something. It's crazy.
7.2.
I'm actually amazed that he kept this up, but I feel like he was probably put in a bad position where if he didn't post this, then this guy would have came out on a TikTok saying Mr. Beast didn't post my review because I didn't give the score that he wanted. So he was kind of in like a catch-22 situation.
Out of 10.
This is amazing.
This is better than the milk chocolate for sure.
I'm totally not
Pyro, I
biased.
hold you responsible for the furry epidemic in Australia.
What furry epidemic in Australia? Dude, I at my meet and greet, I saw like 1,000 people and like 2 of them had fursuits on.
It's better than milk chocolate. Where do I put this at? I don't feel comfortable throwing it either, though.
Which one here interests you the most? Do you like dark chocolate?
Yes, I love dark chocolate.
Try this bad boy. This is the same thing, but dark chocolate. What'd you say, Rohan?
That's my favorite.
My cameraman's favorite.
Is your
Okay, we definitely... The cameraman's opinion is definitely going to save this video. It's... I don't even hate Mr. Beast, dude. Like, I know that bridge is burnt. I know I'm never going to appear in a video or a challenge again. Like, I probably have a wanted poster in his office because of, like, the opinions I've had. But, oh my goodness gracious, this is such a painful watch.
your favorite?
Keep in mind, only 5 ingredients. Infinitely healthier for you than the normal thing out there.
Also my favorite so far.
Okay.
Yeah, Rohan got good taste.
Here's the thing. I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate guy.
I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate, but I'm more
He's like trying to twist it now, as in like you didn't like the other flavors because they weren't dark chocolate.
of a in the middle sweet. I don't like super sweet.
Yeah.
And the milk chocolate was super sweet for me, but this is perfect sugar level. It is bitter because again I like dark chocolate, so I get this a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm starting.
I will say in Mr. Beast's defense, Jesse, what are you talking about? The Walter White gif. He literally said he likes sweet, but not too sweet. But then he likes dark, but not. He like okay. This is the only time I'll defend Mr. Breast. This guy's being so indecisive right now about what he wants. I think what he's trying to do is not dedicate to dark chocolate, because if he does, Mr. Breast will be like, oh, well, you didn't like them because they're not dark chocolate.
So I get this a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm starting to understand.
Well, so what kind of score is 7.8? Like, what in the IGN is that? Just give like an actual rounded number.
This man. Okay.
Just say 7.
Okay. I'm starting to figure this man out. Then
I like how the way I'm thinking about ranking these chocolates out of 10 is the same as you rate video games, right? It's like 0 to 7 is trash. 8 to 10 is good.
I hate you.
Thank you. I love you too, Annan. Thank you for the 10.
of course.
7.8 is good. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I feel like... I rate stuff the way that, like, you rate, like, films or, like, video games, where it's, like, 7 and below is, like, eh. But then 8 and above is, like, okay, it's cinema.
You're gonna like this one, right?
Clearly, you have some sort of mental illness. Everybody loves my Feastables. Haha. Let me make sure it isn't defective and interrupt you every time you voice an opinion.
You like salt?
I
I read you
love
as a
salt.
sea salt guy. I'm gonna get rid of these.
I love salt.
No,
I want the
no,
Doritos.
no, you just
Just keep throwing them around, man.
don't. Trust me.
You can almost tell he's like a little bit frustrated, and instead of taking it out on him, he's like taking it out on the chocolate.
You like.
This is
You're
the
a
best
dark
one?
chocolate kind of guy. Yes. If I can read the room. The room is red.
I love you.
I love you too. I love you too, Annan. I can read the room. That was... You can definitely tell he's very frustrated there.
Trust me. You like.
This is the
You're a
best
dark
one?
chocolate kind of guy. Yes. If I can read the room. The room is red.
Okay, Jimmy. Not crazy, but it is good. And when you compare it to Hershey's, absolutely. When
I mean, that's not... Anything is better than Hershey's. I'm sorry. Anything is better than Hershey's.
you compare it to Hershey's, it is
I
good.
agree. I agree. You know, you are so right. I'm gonna slam this chair. Hershey's sucks.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'll take it. You know,
I wasn't expecting to get higher than a 6. It is a lot better than I.
You can tell he's very frustrated, right? Like, just throwing stuff around the room as well. I don't want to be one of those, like, you know, Reddit armchair therapists where it's like, he looked to the left, that means he's lying. He looked to the right, he's processing information.
Was
But
expecting.
he's obviously just... He didn't get the results that he wanted there. But it's just such an awkward interaction overall. I mean, I kind of get it as well, because it's like, if you get put in a room... Because Mr. Beast must have, like... I mean, obviously, before, like, the whole allegation stuff, he must have had, like... He must have had, like, a list every week of, like, okay, you're meeting this YouTuber and this YouTuber and this YouTuber because they're famous right now. They're popular. Like, you know, meeting that Riz King, the little fat kid that looks like Tony Soprano. You know that one, the Rizzler? But, like, you know, it's obviously has a lineup of meeting all these people every week. And there's, like, sometimes there is absolutely no chemistry there. And this guy's delivery, to be fair, he's always been pretty deadpan. But, yeah, it's just so obvious you didn't get the result that you wanted.
agreed.
I'm happy.
Same.
This is my favorite one.
Why is he doing the Andrew Tate thing? I swear, every video I've caught him doing the Andrew Tate thing.
I'm very happy.
The sea salt chocolate. God bless you guys. Have an amazing day.
Can I flip the table to end it?
Do whatever you feel comfortable with.
Very painful interaction there.